Hey, all you badass real estate agents out there. Welcome to my channel, The Real Estate Broker. And I'm really excited to be able to share some stuff that I've learned along the way and hopefully help you know the things that they should have taught you in real estate school, but they didn't. So today we're going to talk about organic lead gen, right? I'm super excited. I love organic lead gen. One, it's free, and who doesn't love that? And two, the sports coach in me just loves getting back to the basics. And that's what organic lead gen is. If you've ever played basketball, and I have a lot, these are your wall sits, your free throws, your suicides, your triangle drills, your passing drills, the stuff that isn't fun. It doesn't look good. It's not on your highlight reel. But this is what makes sure that your team dominates the court when they get out to play. So let's get into preseason. Maybe you've only had your license for 2 or 3 years. And up until now, you didn't really have to lead gen. I mean, let's be honest. 20, 21, and 22 were some of the fastest paced years in real estate ever in recorded history. It was an amazing time to live through. And if you got your real estate license within those 3 years, you never had to learn how to lead gen. Well, 2023 has changed that. And I think we're all seeing the need for it again. And then some of your more seasoned agents, we forgot to do it. We didn't need to do it. We didn't waste our time on it. We just kept the ball rolling. We got lazy. So let's get back to preseason. Let's shoot some free throws. Let's carry the basketball everywhere we go moving forward. So what type of organic lead gen are we talking about? Well, we're going to start off with as free can get, okay? That is going to be your expireds and your FSBOs. These are the suicides of real estate. Nobody likes them. Nobody wants to do them. No one's like, I love calling expired so they can yell at me. Or for sale by owners so they can tell me what a terrible human being I am for wanting to sell their house. Nobody wants to do that. But these are our suicides. This is what conditions us. This is what gets us ready for the game. So even if you can just convert 5%, you're doing really good. And that's 5% of free. After expireds and FSBOs, we are going to talk about some more free things. Talking about utilizing your Facebook. Most of you, unless you're Gen Z, have a Facebook. A lot of the move-up buyers, that generation of downsizers, getting a new job, career buyers, those people are on Facebook. That is their social media of choice. Your first-time home buyers and stuff like that are probably going to be more on Instagram, that kind of stuff. But we're going to focus a little bit on Facebook today. And then we're going to talk about sphere of influence. Like, everybody talks about sphere of influence, right? Well, what the heck is a sphere of influence? How do I tap into it? What do I do with it? These are 3 very free things you can do. We're also going to talk about pop buys and client events. These are not free, but not breaking the bank expensive either. It's a good place to start using your marketing money wisely. You're going to see a huge return on investment on all of these. I promise you. So let's go into the hard stuff first. That's what we do, right? We start with the hard stuff first. Your expireds and your for sale by owners. Also, pause real quick. Everything we talk about today is going to be too much for you to do all of it. So pick one thing and implement it. Then, as we go down the line and we make more videos, I'm going to really dig in. I'm just going to have a video on expireds and for sale by owners. I'm just going to have a video on sphere. I'm just going to, those kind of things. This is a gloss over. Expireds and for sale by owners. The bread and butter, really, of real estate. Mainly because nobody likes doing them and a lot of agents don't. I bet in your market, not very many agents are doing it at all. In the last couple of years, you didn't have very many expireds, and so the seasoned agents that were doing it all the time kind of fell off the bandwagon. This is your chance to pick it up. What didn't sell in 2023? You're looking for expireds that didn't sell 12, 18 to 36 months ago. You're not looking for something that expired today or something that expired a month ago. You're going deep. Okay, that's where you're going to get the best return on your time. You're also going to work with a thick skin. Find somebody who will hold you accountable. Find somebody that'll script practice with you. These are pretty important things. If you're not practicing with someone else, you're practicing on your client, and it's probably not going to turn out well for you. some scripts. I'll make that a different video. I don't want to go too in depth with scripts, but we're going to be super genuine. Why are you calling? You don't have a buyer. Don't pretend you do. Let's not lie to these people, okay? There's a reason our industry has maybe not the best reputation. And that's because some of us try to be slick salespeople. How about we be honest and treat others the way we want to be treated? And you know what? I know for sure when people call me and say, hey, we talked last week about selling your house. I'll be like, no, we didn't. And you shouldn't start your sales pitch off with a lie because there's nothing else that I want to hear from you after that. So if you have a buyer for this neighborhood, then sure. But have a real buyer that's pre-approved, not your husband who's pretending to be your buyer. The reason that your expireds and your for sale by owners are free is because you're already paying your MLS dues. The information's right there. Pull up the expireds in your MLS. You're going to have to do a little bit of research. Maybe check it out in your GIS, pull the public record information. It takes, for this to be free, it takes some footwork, okay? Totally worth it. FSBOs, they're on Zillow. They're on forSaleByOwner.com. They put all their information out there and they say, please call me about my house. Call them. Again, you don't have a buyer, but maybe you want to see the competition in that neighborhood. Maybe you just need to see 10 houses this week and that one is in your list. There are a myriad of reasons. Come from contribution. Give to them. For sale by owner is only a for sale by owner because they don't respect, value our profession. So come at them in a way that will cause them to see us as professionals and respect and value you. Expireds and FSBOs. Nobody likes them. Call them. Do it. Nobody cares. Your bank account doesn't care if you like them. Your bank account cares if you have closings. So let's get into some easier things, maybe like the free throws of real estate, right? The things you can just practice over and over. There's no defense. Nobody's blocking you. Nothing like that. And that is going to be your sphere of influence. Sphere of influence is kind of a buzzword in real estate. Do you have your database? Have you done your sphere of influence? Do you know who all your people are? Like, yeah. Okay. What does that mean? What are you doing with it? How are you seeing a return on it? I've seen statistics. I've seen people on stages tell how many closings you should have based off how many people are in your database and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I've lived this life for a long time. You know, it's really easy to get lost in the sauce. So let's boil it down. Your sphere of influence are the people who will gladly answer the phone when they see you calling. That's the short and simple of it. Could be your mom. Not mine. Could be your best friend, could be the little old lady down the street. It could very well could be your hairdresser or your bank teller or your kid's kindergarten teacher and your kid's a senior this year. The people that you have kept in touch with and are happy to see you. That's your sphere of influence, okay? We're not just putting every Joe Schmo that you run up against at the Walmart line into your database. Now, should you ask the person behind you at Walmart if they need to buy or sell a house? Yes, you should. I've gotten 2 clients that way. You just never know if you're going to connect with these people or not. And how many times have been shut down? I don't know. Hundreds, thousands, whatever. I don't remember those. I remember the 2 that I closed, right? So pick out your top 12. The top 12 people, not just that they can help you, but also the ones that you feel you can help as well. Okay? It's pretty important. This coming from contribution thing, it's just not a buzzword. It's something that you need to do to be successful in the long term. In any sales, but particularly in real estate. So your top 12. Why your top 12? There's 12 weeks in every quarter. That means you can take one person out to lunch every week in the quarter, and then you have lunch with your top 12 4 times a year, or coffee, or breakfast, or whatever you want. Keys to this are, they know that you want them to help you. They know you're a real estate agent and that you're trying to grow your business. You want to help them. Maybe they're a roofer and you want to help them grow their roofing company. Maybe they're retired and a lot of their friends are retiring and you can help hook them up with a good CPA or some, like this is it. Like I said, two-way street. Okay. So what can you help them with? What can they help you with? And you let them know that you need their help. I am willing to bet everybody in your sphere of influence that are in your top 12 want to see you succeed and want to help you. Now, if your top 12 do not want to see you succeed, kick them on out replace them with somebody else. Okay? You don't need that. They don't need that. Nobody needs that. So you're going to have coffee with them every quarter. Now the rest of your sphere, they're going to be getting your emails. They're going to be getting birthday cards, anniversary cards. Check on Facebook, make sure they're still married. They're going to get sympathy cards, congratulations cards. They're going to get a book when their kid graduates from high school. They're going to get a basket of flowers for a congratulations thing. These are things. I keep a separate calendar just of my clients and my spheres, important events, so that I can send all these things out. Am I great at it? I'm not great at it. Is that my top 20%? Is that what I'm great at doing? It is not. I hired somebody to do it. But I still have to input and update all of that information. Correct? Correct. I still have to sign off on everything, and I still have to make phone calls. That's me. Then we're going to get to a little bit more fun thing. And I don't know if it's fun, but we all waste time on Facebook. So, like a guilty pleasure, we get to do it. Facebook. You know you can target your audience, like customize lists and stuff like that. So you're going to want to make a customized list of your past, present, and future clients. Then every morning, you're going to go click that list. Those are whose profiles you want to view that day. And you're going to leave 5 to 10 comments, helpful tips, helpful things on their posts. You're going to contribute to their things. Here's what that's going to do. One, that's going to show them that you're being helpful, that you're coming from contribution, that you're trying to help, that you're commenting on things. It's also going to boost the algorithm. If they talk back to you when you comment and you go back and forth a little bit on their feed, then Facebook's going to say they want to talk to you. So now when you post things, it'll show up on their Facebook page. It's a little algorithm hack. And it keeps you in front of your top people. That's important. These are all free, organic lead gen. Popeyes and client events, not free, but more fun. And we're going to really delve deep into Popeyes and client events in a future video. But Popeyes, I mean, entire businesses are built off this. And you can also print them yourself. I have in the past. You create a little thing on Canva, you print it, you tie a Snickers bar, or we once did can openers that were in the shape of a key, and we're like, your referrals are the key to our success. I have an amazing agent. She did pumpkins this year. She dropped by a little pumpkin. I forget the note that she tied on it, but most Popeyes are kind of punny, so you need to come up with like a good pun, tie it to your thing, and you're dropping it off at your clients' houses. Now, when you've been in real estate for a bajillion years and you have 600 clients, it gets a little hard. So pick and choose. But for right now, if you've only been in for 2 years and you've had a pretty successful 2 years and now you're seeing the market shift, start with some Popeyes. It should be inexpensive. You can just Google ideas for Popeyes for real estate agents. Popbys, Popeyes. There are some paid things out there, but quite honestly, you can R&D anything you see. And then client events. I love client events. This is my personal bread and butter. I get my shot of endorphins from getting to hang out with people all at one time, and then I get to go home. So I'm not like overexerting all of my extrovertness. Client events can be ladies' night out, a paint and sip party, maybe you rent out a movie theater, maybe you help contribute to a local craft fair, or you help sponsor something where you get a booth. Those are other people's events, but you get to set up and invite your clients to them as well. Maybe you have a food truck festival. We like to do a big thing. It's called Thunder Over Evans, and we rent out a certain floor where you can see fireworks. And so our people get to come. They have a great view of the fireworks. We have dinner catered for them, that kind of stuff. You can do VIP things, some really special dinners or something to someone, to maybe your top 10 people that referred you clients in the last year, that kind of stuff. You want these to be exclusive, and you want any past, present, future clients to be invited, and anyone that refers you any chance they get. So I have a couple friends in my sphere of influence that are never going to move. They're in their forever home. They love it. They're going to die there. They're very excited and happy to live there. But when somebody asks for a real estate agent, you darn well better believe they're going to hand out my information. And you know what? Whether or not they're a future client or not, they are helping me out, and they're invited to every client event. Things like this. You see some generic ones like Pi Day, where On March 14th, everybody gets a pie, that kind of stuff. The possibilities are endless. And we will deep dive into client events a little bit later. So we talked about expireds and FSBOs. In another video, we're going to do scripts for those, and we're going to do some practice calls. Facebook, customize your lists. Sphere of influence, pick out your top 12, take them out face to face, 4 times a year. It's really not that hard. You want to maintain a friendship? 4 times a year is not that hard, guys. Okay? And then everybody else gets put on a, for lack of better terms, a drip campaign for your sphere of influence. You're calling them 4 times a year. You're sending them birthday cards. You're sending them anniversary cards. You're sending them house anniversary cards. Just all of those things. And then more expensive things, pop buys, client events. These are organic. They don't cost thousands of dollars a month, but they will earn you thousands of dollars a month. So the things we're going to talk about in some future ones, postcards, farming. I like to do what's called demographical farming. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I made it up, and so I feel like that's what it's called now, which is different from geographical farming. We'll talk about that. So please hang out, enjoy my channel, like and subscribe if you got one thing out of this that you think you will be able to use in the